John Ratcliffe's behind. John, fresh from the commentary booth, how you doing?
Hello mate, I'm doing very well, as you say. Enjoying the comms, I thought why not get in the karts as well.
Always a good idea. And you've given yourself a 9th position here, have you?
It wasn't me, to be fair, it was the captain of the team. But yeah, I'm a little bit nervous. And this is the highest I've ever started in mains anyway, so I'm going to just kind of go for it and see what happens, really.
Yeah, well, what is Uni 4 if not to get as high as you've ever been?
No comment.
Thank you very much, John. I'll speak to you in a bit later. Let's go.
Cardiff A have John Ratcliffe, who now tries his hand at racing, having joined us in the comms box earlier today. Corey Richards on pole for UE Bristol A. Jack Noller alongside in the Brooks D kart in the number 26. The 25 versus the 26. Eyes on the lights, engine notes rise, and away we go. And into Park Bend. It's a good even start from both sides of the grid. Can everyone work their way through cleanly through this first corner? Looks to me like that's a nice clean start there. They go 3 wide, 4 wide, even 5 wide, heading through pit corner, but they all make it work so far. Heavy braking, first heavy braking zone here into the Stratford hairpin. Does everyone end up facing the right way? I'm delighted to say they do, and it is still a change there. I think that's Brooks D getting up into the lead as they head into the chicane and onto the Hanger straight. It is indeed, as some battling already, early battling going on. There's a breakaway group of 5 here at the front of the field as they all work their way through Hanger for the first time and breaking into Wilkins. It's been a mercifully clean lap, I have to say, so far. Maybe the odd, oh, and as I say that was a jinx there, because there's one kart round at the back who's tumbling down the order, and I think it's going to be, it might be Warwick A. It might be Warwick A. Leeds A as well, been held up. Look at this, side by side for the lead between the University of West of England A and Oxford Brooks D as they head down towards, they're on 2 wheels over the line there on the side of the circuit from Brooks D, and Jack Noller trying to retain the lead of that one, but it wasn't on there. This is brilliant stuff at the head of the field. It was indeed Warwick A who had an incident there, and Leeds A, I'm afraid to say, also somewhere unbeseen to us on the stream, had an incident that's put them well down the order. And it is currently Corey Richards, our pole sitter, who's in the lead. And it's the 27 of Brighton A, and Nathan Little that's up into 2nd place, is down the inside there, tries Manchester for 3rd place and gets the job done. Beautiful little move there by Kane Shepherd. Another great move from Manchester in what is turning into an extremely impressive day, as side by side goes Cambridge B and Cardiff A, and that's the number 10 of Nottingham Trent A off at the side of the road. So some disaster's befallen them. They'll have to turn that car around and get it going, not on the grass, lest they want to get a penalty. As this battle going on into Stratford hairpin between University of West of England A and Brighton A. And Andrew, I think you want to come in with some championship things here, but yeah, I'll have to cut across if this carries on.
That's absolutely fine. Here's your round predicament. Exeter A in this race currently leading it on 175, so that's a minimum of 175 as a 3 wide down the backstretch. I'm going to hand back to you, Howard.
Yeah, Manchester A has the inside. Are they going to be able to do the double overtake here to get up into 1st place? Yes, they are. What a move by Kane Shepherd to get Manchester A up to the head of the field as there's a yellow flag. Did someone go round in all of that? Because there's yellow now out at Wilkins. The pass was done before that was out. And look at this, Cardiff A trying to get the double overtake as well into Park Corner. That is brilliant stuff from the man who was stood in my position just an hour or so ago. John Ratcliffe there having a great job of it. He clearly learned his stuff, stood up here watching it earlier on, mate, didn't he? That's brilliant stuff. And Cardiff A, I believe, are up into 3rd place as the number 2 as well. Oh, they're trying to make it 3 wide when there was only space for 2. Brooks A trying to muscle their way in to get up to 4th place, and I think they've managed it. If you want to try and say...
I'll make it very quick. Exeter A lead 175. That's a guaranteed 175. There's only one team out there who could beat them. It's Warwick A. They could get 178 if they win this race. Currently,
well, they're not going to. They had a terrible first lap. They're right down to the back.
I think we're already provisionally calling this round like the US election to Exeter A. Leeds B leading in Clubman, not racing in this one, so 163 for them is done for round 5 as the number 26 alongside the number 5.
That's Cambridge versus Oxford Brooks D.
2 teams who can beat them in Clubman. One of them is UEA Norwich A. They can get 173 if they win the race. They're currently in 12th, so they're not doing too bad. But the other one is Brighton A, who are in 2nd place at the moment, so if they can hold that position, I think, let me put the number in, it gives them a Clubman win. Yes, it does.
There we go. And news to me that Exeter ran in the US election. So here we go on to the Hangers Straight. Manchester A under pressure here. Kane Shepherd absorbing all the pressure from Nathan Little, who will surely try and prise open the door into Wilkins if given half a chance, but he's not given half a chance. And John Ratcliffe in third place for Cardiff A at the moment, having a brilliant drive so far, and he's going to have a run indeed on Brighton A, and he's going to get the job done. Cardiff A up into second place now, as there's a contact warning for Birmingham A. Why on earth don't I learn this much when I visit the comms box? That's brilliant stuff from John to get himself up into second place.
And he's got a good run as well. He
Yes.
could go for the lead here. Manchester A having to defend. Cardiff to the outside. But will that open the door to Brighton A to get up the inside? Yeah, just about missing. There's the point to say, come on, let's work together. We can get this guy. Manchester A continuing to lead.
Yeah, Nathan Little there had a good run.
Oh, black flag for Brighton A. So that's big in the terms of clubmen, because it's going to ruin their race, take them out of that position where they were on for a class win.
I'm not entirely sure what that's for.
No, me
If I'm
neither.
honest.
So, okay, we'll keep an eye on it. Might be an error.
It could be for, yeah,
Timing.
give it a moment, but
Hand
he
up from the
hands
Brighton
his
driver.
hand. So, okay.
Well,
I'm not sure what that's for. It's not coming up on our time what it's for, and by dint of the fact that he's running in, say, about fourth place at the moment, one would say that he didn't hit the tyre barrier. Here we go though again. Kane Shepherd in the number 20 Manchester car versus John Ratcliffe on the Cardiff A car, who's now going to be out wide. We've got a replay apparently of what this black flag might have been for Brighton, so let's take a look at this, and I think we're going to see him taking someone out. And we did
27.
see, yeah, that's why when I said that there was a yellow flag coming out on Wilkins, that's actually who it was for. Trying to work out who it was they took out actually. It's my chance. Was it Birmingham? Birmingham qualified that now. Not sure, but yeah, that'll be why. So fair enough. There it is. John Ratcliffe again. This time he's going to try and go down driver's right towards the Stratford hairpin if he can get the run. But no, Kane Shepherd has covered that one off well. But behind them, my goodness me, Cambridge B and Cambridge A working together there. Sam Massey has done a great job of getting up the field, and that was John Ratcliffe out to dry on the curb, and he's lost out heavily there because this is such a competitive train of karts, but still very impressive stuff from the Cardiff driver.
Cambridge tactics here. The B team has to bat for the A team now in terms of championship. And up
there's
the
Sam Massey,
inside,
down the
great
inside.
move by Massey. Up the inside, decisive, takes the lead. Is this Cambridge starting to make the moves in the BUKC in 2021? Loughborough are in a weak position in this round. This is a great opportunity to get some points back.
Cambridge B side by side with Oxford Brooks A. They're still side by side, and Cambridge B somehow been able to hold on to that one through Cafe Corner. Brilliant stuff from Francisco Medina in that 39 car. And there's Loughborough A as well, looking to get by on Birmingham C, and is 3 wide, I think, with the University of West of England. No, it's Loughborough A, Cardiff A, and Brooks D who were going 3 wide there, and they're still 3 wide, coming off of Stratford hairpin. This is brilliant stuff. Loughborough A versus Cardiff A, heading towards the chicane, and it goes the way of Tom Thickpenny in that number 4 Loughborough A car with that distinctive Dayglow helmet there, the sort of ombre colour there going on. Brilliant stuff in this train of karts. I know we've seen a bit of contact and a black flag, but this is fantastic action at the head of the field here in the final race of this round. Don't forget, we have another one to come. For goodness sake, don't go anywhere, because this has been brilliant stuff so far today. And is this the beginnings of some other teams really starting to feature prominently in this championship? Side by side, Birmingham C versus Cambridge B in the battle over 4th place, and Loughborough A and Cardiff A are still battling away, and Brooks D are trying to get involved in this one as well. Jack Noller still in this one, started in 2nd, is still part of this train of karts. This is brilliant stuff here at Shenington Kart Club. Back with our lead battle though, which has changed. 20 of Manchester A back ahead. No, excuse me, sorry, it's Brooks A. It's Brooks A in the number 2 going down the inside. Still impressive stuff though. Great stuff there by Kyle Morby, who ducks his head to try and get any advantage there over Kane Shepherd as they come on to a new lap, and it's a gap of 1.3 seconds now that Cambridge A's Sam Massey has at the head of the field. You can see him in some of your shots with the green helmet. There he is in the number 5. Bit of a gap now to the number 2 with Carl Morby at the wheel, and Manchester A with Kane Shepherd looking for a way down the inside into the Stratford hairpin, but there's nothing on there. The 39 behind them, Cambridge B, they're hoping to get through and provide some support for the sister kart that leads this race. And then it's Tom Thickpenny in that number 4 kart for Loughborough A. And this is the kind of thing that Andrew was talking about. Cambridge B would do well to hold the likes of Loughborough A behind and deny some points for Loughborough. But there is Tom Thickpenny, very late move down the inside. He's going to hang out Cambridge B to dry. Francisco Medina can't do much about that, and that was a beautiful move from Tom Thickpenny, who also sets the fastest lap of the race at 52.362. This is a man on the mission right now in the number 4 Loughborough kart. So much experience that Tom Thickpenny has in this series, as the Brooks D kart is still battling away. Jack Dollar at the back of this with John Ratcliffe in that Cardiff A kart. Brilliant stuff here. Birmingham C in the mix to this as well. I haven't mentioned Junyun Zhao is doing really well in that number 45 kart. Pretty sure that is an instance of Birmingham C being eligible for points here. Brilliant stuff. But all of this is allowing, and here is Tom Thickpenny now looking for 3rd place on Kane Shepherd in that Manchester kart. He put in a move here last lap. He's doing it again. Brilliant stuff, and trying to follow through as well is Carl Morby in the number 2 Oxford Brooks A kart. He's going to be side by side with Shepherd as they come over the line. The 20 versus the 2. Manchester versus Brooks A, and they managed to get it through, and that allows Cambridge B to go down the inside of Brooks A. But Brooks A is going to come back at them into Cafe Corner. This is fantastic stuff. Birmingham C in the 45 now getting involved as well, going around the outside at pit corner to get past Brooks A. That is going to be for 5th place, and they're going Noah's Ark style here, and there's a bit of leaning on each other there between Cardiff A and the 39 of Cambridge B, but they managed to hold it together. Oh my goodness me, there's 13 minutes to still go. I'm not sure how I'm going to make it through it, but we're going to do our best, because this is brilliant stuff here as they come onto the hanger straight. Still Cambridge A in the lead of this one, leading by 2.2 seconds, but the fastest man in the pack, as we're looking here at another great battle. This is University of East Anglia A versus University of, it's UWE versus UWE, UWE Bristol versus UWE Norwich, and UWE Bristol there with a robust move there, and the 22 of Swansea A is trying to get involved as well. We're back to this pack towards the front though, where it's just, there's nobody side by side at the moment, which is a departure from the norm. My goodness me, they all work their way through pit corner.
I'm just going to throw another one in here, mate. This is how close it is today. This is a penalty for UWE Bristol
Expensive in their battle for 9th place.
As things stand, Exeter A win the round, but we have such a tiebreaker on 2nd place that I'm going to need to get fastest laps out.
Wow.
We have Warwick A and Cambridge A both currently scoring a 1st, a 3rd and a 7th. The drop score doesn't come into it when it's a tiebreaker, so I'm going to have to get the fastest laps out to work out who gets 2nd place, but more importantly, who gets the extra championship point for finishing ahead of the other.
Goodness me.
Unless Warwick can get themselves up to 6th place and help me out on that one, because that would then break the tiebreaker. But at the moment they're in 17th, and it doesn't look like that's going to happen with 12 minutes and 15 seconds on the clock.
This is why I love the BUKC, mate, because or one of the many reasons, to be honest, why I love the BUKC. It sounded so far this season like we've been talking about domination by Loughborough, and yet, you know, you can get to days like today where it just seems everybody's in the game. Everybody's, you know, having a really close battle with somebody. And I think the nature of the racing has shown that as well, as that's bad drive off of the Bruno chicane by Manchester, and that's going to allow Kyle Morby in the number 2 Brooks A kart to go through. It's also going to allow Jack Noller in that Brooks D kart. It's going to be both Brooks karts through at that Wilkins corner on Manchester A.
The UWE Bristol penalty is also important in the context of Clubman, because it gives UWE Norwich an extra position and further solidifies their position at top of Clubman. So at the moment, this is, I'm going to say, very provisional, as it always is with the spreadsheet of doom, especially after last time. I've got UWE A, that is the Norwich one, on 165, i.e. if they drop another 2 positions, they'll be tied with Leeds on points, who are on 163.
Red suit of Jack Noller there in the number 26 Brooks D, now in 5th place, under pressure from the number 20 of Kane Shepherd for that Manchester race squad. But still, John Ratcliffe very impressed with his run at the moment in that number 52 Cardiff A car. Is he going to have a look, in fact, into Wilkins? No, not this time. And then Birmingham C, with Junyan Zhao, is on the tail. And that rounds out your top 8 carts of crazy battling, as that's a really late move, almost selling the dummy there from John Ratcliffe. I think he raises his hand. I wonder if he was slightly frustrated there by something that Kane Shepherd did in that Manchester car. 2.9 seconds now that Sam Massey has in hand. You could see there the focus that Tom Thickpenny's trying to put in, but he's lost the toe. Yeah. He has lost the toe at this point, and so in many ways it's an impossible task unless traffic comes into play.
It's a good damage limitation job. We were saying this has been a bad round for Loughborough. We're saying that in the context of Loughborough's performances. I've currently got them still finishing 6th in the round. It's still a decent haul of points.
Yeah.
The trouble is, it's their title rivals out at the head of this field at the moment.
Yep. And also, let's not forget that the sister team of their rivals, that Cambridge B car with Francesco Medina at the wheel, is right on Tom Thickpenny's tail at the moment. So this is the thing. You go, oh, well, if the carts could work together, maybe they'll catch up to the leader. Why would they work together? It's the Cambridge B cart. It's not going to help them. There's going to be no bump drafting here on this Loughborough A cart at all. Although, if anything, it has to be said, Tom Thickpenny is dropping the Cambridge B cart just a little bit. Carl Morby, one of the most experienced drivers as well in that number 2 Brooks A car. Going to be interesting to see what he can do, because he has got a rear gunner. That number 2 and number 26, that is Brooks A and Brooks D, they can work together here. You know, a bit of bump drafting or prizing open the door for each other for an overtake, that kind of thing. They have those options, as we've got 9 minutes to go of this one. Sam Massey leads by some 3 seconds, and he really is impressing me with his pace at the moment, pulling away from the field here. New fastest lap of the race from Jack Noller in that Brooks D car, 52.308, which underlines for me actually there's a slight relatively slow pace of this field.
Yeah, but it's not quick.
There's been a lot of battling, and I wonder if the temperatures dropped just a little. I don't know. We did see the sun come out, but
what I can tell you on fastest laps, though, mate, is that Cambridge would have the tiebreaker. Nice and easy. Cambridge A's Samuel Gerrard set a 51.888 in race 4. It was the fastest lap of race 4. And Warwick have not got into anything lower than the 52.
That's
down
Cambridge
the inside.
B.
Cambridge B on Loughborough A.
Even worse for Loughborough now. They've got to get past 2 Cambridge cars if they're going to do something with this. So Tom Thickpenny down to 3rd place. Great move there. Great drive from Francisco Gomez de Medina in the Cambridge B car here. Very impressed with this drive. Highest place to the Clubmans as well in this one. As look at this, Jack Noller trying to find a way by on Carl Morby. Actually, no, it's Carl Morby going to the inside on Tom Thickpenny, and that's going to allow Jack Noller through on both of them in the Brooks D cart. So both Brooks carts past the Loughborough cart now. It's getting worse for Tom Thickpenny now in terms of points for Loughborough. Carl Morby back through, and he's got his rear gunner there to try and disrupt things. Tom Thickpenny is going to get past Jack Noller again. So the 2 is now, the 4 is now ahead of the 26 again. But the main goal of Brooks there has been achieved, which is that Carl Morby in the Brooks A car is now up into 3rd place.
Yeah, great to have Carl back. We missed him at Clay Pigeon. Brooks have handed the last leg to him in this round, and he's showing his qualities again.
In fact, we're looking at 2 drivers here, Andrew, who are competing under the rule that says you can compete having graduated.
Yes, we are. Oh, the 41 is off, and that is on the exit of. No, it's not on the exit of Stratford. It's coming out to Bruno Chicane. Now, is there a problem with that car?
It's Imperial A, this team. Just trying to find who's at the wheel. We don't know who's at the wheel.
It's an ineligible driver.
It's an ineligible driver.
It's an edible sound.
Well, there you go, taking himself out of the equation. Perhaps a bit too much with that.
I mean, no, it's not all right. He's probably damaged one of JB's cars. With at all. 6 minutes 20 to go. There's a James Johnston who passed him through shot. Hello, James. Out there for Rich T Racing, but also ineligible in this one. What's happened to Manchester A? They've fallen down to 8th place.
I think they've just been subject to several good overtaking manoeuvres here. I don't think Kane Shepherd has, you know,
including our co-commentator is going against the commentary code. You're not allowed to be good at racing and commentary. It's not allowed.
Doesn't seem right at all. Doesn't feel right, does it?
No.
Nah. But yeah, doing really well in 7th place.
Flag. Howard for an ABC takeout on Nottingham Trent A. I think they were down in 29th place anyway.
Here is Cardiff A versus Junior Zhao in the Birmingham C car, and that'll be a move for 6th place. So John Ratcliffe up into that 6th spot. We did briefly see the other major, and actually they're coming back at them now, is Birmingham C. Is this going to give Manchester a way in? And yeah, we did briefly on that last lap see the battle that's going on behind this, which is between East Anglia A in 9th, Southampton A in 10th, and Swansea A. They're having a right old battle there. We are looking here at a move back past Cardiff A by Birmingham C. So Zhao back up into 6th place. In fact, the timing tower on the left suggests nothing happened, but we know different. There was quite a changing there throughout that lap.
Manchester still on for a very good haul of points in the Mains Championship. So if you're a new viewer of the BUKC, we've been talking about 60 points in each of these individual races. The team that wins the round gets 60 championship points. Yes. It works with the same principle. Second gets 59, third gets 58, etc., etc. Manchester, of course, have won round 4. And at the moment, I've still got them in 5th place in this round, so that'll be a good 56 points for their championship tally in striking a move, I think, for most improved team of the season.
Yeah, really good stuff from them, it has to be said, as it's closing up nicely here in the battle over 2nd place. There's a bit of traffic for them to negotiate as well in the form of the number 30 Nottingham Trent B Kart, who's not doing that has bumped them slightly in the chicane. That's not worked well for Tom Thickpenny there. It's allowed Cambridge B, the number 39, and Oxford Brook say the number 2 to get on up the road ahead of him, so that did not work well for Loughborough A there in navigating that traffic. In fairness to the traffic, there isn't really a good place to be at the apex of the chicane. It's a difficult one, as side by side goes Carl Morby with Francisco Medina in that Cambridge B kart. They're still side by side, and Medina holds on to it. Brilliant stuff from Cambridge B, doing the perfect rear gunner job at the moment, but Carl Morby will want to try again and tries down the inside there, but hasn't got the overspeed. Can he get the run out of the hairpin down runway straight? This one is. No, he can't. Really good stuff here from Cambridge B. I'm thoroughly impressed with this drive. There's some great clubman drives in this one. Great clubman drives today, but I'm particularly impressed by this from Cambridge B and Cardiff A.
My co-commentator nearly has a little tumble in the box. Thickpenny needs to keep eyes forward. At the moment, he's not under threat from Oxford Brooks D, but they're only just there, the number 26. Reason being, if they drop one position in this race, it equates to a championship point. They are under threat from UEA Norwich, who are 9th at the moment, but you take Birmingham C out, that gets them to an 8th. So at the moment, they're tied on points, but Loughborough have the tiebreaker.
University of East Anglia, debutants in the mains this year, continuing to impress massively here.
Got to say Cambridge B as well, not just doing well in this race, doing well in Clubman. 1, 2, 3.
Well, sorry mate, I just noticed Carl Morby got a great drive off the corner there. I wonder if he's going to be able to prise open the door here. Is he going to be denied? Cambridge B keep it nice and tight, but Morby's going to have a great drive off the corner. Surely there's going to be an opportunity now coming on to the new lap. But couldn't agree more, mate. It is a brilliant day for Cambridge B so far.
Yeah, they're on for 3rd, I think, in Clubman for this round. So a nice trophy for them to take home.
That was your race leader, by the way. Barely seen him, but he's doing a good job. 4 seconds to the good is Sam Massey.
Down into the Stratford hairpin. There's a back marker just keeping out the way there. That's good driving from the number 41.
which is ineligible. So
Yeah.
good job, that man.
Fine with that kind of an
Yeah, yeah,
ineligible driving.
Yep.
That's absolutely okay. Oh, Cambridge B a little bit wide through the Bruno chicane. They're going to be under attack here. Surely Kyle Morby's going to have the inside line through Hanger. Tom Thickpenny's going to brave it down the inside as well. Beautifully done by all three drivers. But here comes Cambridge B. Right. Oh, how about that? That was a bit of a move on a former driver of the year in this competition.
And he's got great drive off the corner as well. Is he going to swoop round the outside of Brooks A into Park? Yes, he's going to try it. He'll have the inside line for Cafe Corner. Oh, not quite, but brilliant stuff here from Francisco to Medina in that 39 Cambridge B car. Tom Thickpenny's coming back at him, and keep an eye on Jack Noller in that 26 Brooks D car. Brooks D opens. Now that's important. Kyle Morby now has his rear gunner back again, and Brooks D are up into third place.
That is very, very good from the Brooks guys to formulate that. Now, again, now this puts Loughborough under pressure for this championship point, because if they lose the position to Cambridge B, it puts UEA, the Norwich team, ahead of them in round 5 and loses Loughborough championship points. And down the inside again comes Medina at the same corner on Thickpenny. Has he got the move done? Yes, he has. What an overtake by Cambridge B's driver. They're back up to 4th.
I mean, I suppose they should be buying the beer for Sam Massey for winning the race. But look at this. Round Cafe Corner is down the inside of Brooks D, and he's got him. Where did that move come from? He didn't even seem to me to have the pace. There's still a fantastic battle going on, by the way, between Cardiff A, Manchester A and Birmingham C. Behind them, nearly 3 wide in the braking for Stratford Hairpin here. This is brilliant stuff. Jack Knowles trying to find a way through. Has he got a run down runway? No, he has not. Cambridge B retains it. Cambridge B in third place on the last lap here. We are going to have to keep an eye up the road, because Sam Massey, who we have barely seen this race, such has been his dominance at the front, is the only dominant win of this nature so far today. But he is 5 seconds to the good, as Carl Morby is not under any threat coming into Wilkins, and I think they're going to stay as they are. But Sam Massey is going to cross the line. There he is in the number 5 to take the win for Cambridge A. It'll be Carl Morby in second. It'll be Francisco Medina who punches the air, and well he might. What a drive that was from Cambridge B. Highest place of the Clubman runners as well. Jack Noller for Brooks D in 4th. 5th was Tom Thickpenny in Loughborough A. Manchester A's Kane Shepherd in 6th. John Ratcliffe, I doff my cap to you, sir. That was a great job for Cardiff A in 7th place.